Though IBF junior welterweight champion Kostya Tszyu will be busy with Leonardo Mas, who learned to fight on the rugged streets of the Bronx before refining his skills in the gym and going on to much success in the ring. He's had his setbacks, though. Mas hasn't seen anything like Kostya Tszyu. A 5'6" stick of dynamite. Tszyu learned to fight in his native Russia, continued boxing in the Soviet Army, and loved it. He says the nerves on edge feeling before a fight like this and the adrenaline rush of slugging it out can't be beat. That's exactly what Tszyu is feeling now. So let's go to Jim Lampley, Larry Merchant, and George Foreman at ringside.
All right, there's a good look at Leonardo Mas. See the Moro, that's the nickname written there on the road. Record for Mas, 23 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 15 KOs. His first appearance ever in a championship fight. The fighters' records are being brought to you by The Ring, the Bible of boxing. And as you know, if you know Spanish, the last name translates to more. So the job here for Kostya Tszyu is to find a way to reduce Mas to menos. Kostya Tszyu from the Ural Mountains of Russia. 18 wins, no losses since he went to Australia and became a professional fighter. 14 knockouts being showcased now in this country. His big hope for a chance to meet Oscar De La Hoya, but as Nick Charles said, Tszyu will have to get in line for that, and he'll also probably have to chase De La Hoya up to 147 pounds, because that's where Oscar is headed if he wins tonight against Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Tail of the tape, this battle between Leonardo Mas and Kostya Tszyu, and you can see that Mas is one of those taller junior welterweights, 5 feet 10 inches tall. They both weighed in at 139, and here's the oddity, although Tszyu gives up 4 inches in height, he has a 3-inch reach advantage, so you got 2 very different physical styles in there. Rules of the bout with the inimitable Harold Letterman.
The Leonardo Mas Kostya Tszyu fight is scheduled once again for 12 rounds. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only a referee can stop the fight, and he cannot be saved by the bell at any round, including the 4th and final round. Jim.
The fabulous fight judge pharmacist, his Haroldness. Let's go into the ring to Michael Buffer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Top Rank Incorporated, along with your undisputed, undefeated King of Beers, Budweiser, this Bud's for you, present by way of Caesar's Palace World Championship Boxing. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. This bout, of course, is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission and the International Boxing Federation. President Robert W. Lee, IBF supervisor ringside is Robert Weitzel. The 3 judges assigned to this bout, scoring on a 10-point system, will be Chuck Jampa, Bill Graham, and Ray Wheatley. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee, Joe Cortez. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed with white and red letters. He weighs 139 pounds and brings an outstanding record of 23 victories with only 2 defeats, 15 KOs. He comes to us from Dorado, Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, Leonardo Across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing black, trimmed with white, and weighs 139 pounds. A native of Russia, but now living and fighting out of Sydney, Australia. He brings a perfect record of 18-0, 14 by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undefeated IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, Kostya
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the rules of the dressing room. Ya leí las reglas de camerino. Quiero una pelea limpia, aguantó el team fight. Shake hands, solo hace poco.
Tszyu's father is Korean, his mother is Russian. They all live in Australia, and here they are in Las Vegas. And Mas was raised in the Bronx, moved to Puerto Rico when he was 15. And he is here in Las Vegas. What a game.
Australian fans have adopted Tszyu as their own. They celebrate him wildly down under, but he says, sure, I love Australia, but I'm a Russian. I'll always be a Russian, and I should be seen that way. And shot in close by Tszyu as they're hugging against each other, and Leonardo Mas looks at Joe Cortez and asks for exactly that.
I think Mas did the right thing. You get out there on this guy who's supposed to be so tough, and you attack him and let him know, hey, I'm somebody too.
Leonardo Mas is a natural southpaw who fights out of a conventional stance, just like Oscar De La Hoya. So just as is the case with De La Hoya, his most effective punch is his left hook. In fact, of his 15 knockouts, 14 of them came with the left hook, and now it's Tszyu who deposits Mas on the canvas with his own left hook in the first minute of the bout.
It wasn't a damaging punch.
No, it was more of a flash knockdown type punch, but you wonder about Mas's chin if he went down on that.
Mas has never been in any big events. Tszyu has been in all kinds of international competition as an amateur. He's now a professional champion. It may just be nerves. You asked him about that earlier in the meeting. Was he willing to get out there or make some excuses? Get him out of there.
Mas looking for help from the referee again as he believes that Tszyu is fouling him, but Tszyu just wants to throw punches and land.
Yeah, he thinks that Tszyu is fouling him by hitting him as they break, but if the referee isn't there to break them up, it's perfectly okay.
Kind of a rough first round for Leonardo Mas, who's been down on a relatively soft left hook. He's been hit twice by punches that he regarded as fouls, and Kostya Tszyu is just saying, come on, let's fight. Hard right hand by Tszyu, and Mas grabs and holds. Well, it's easy to see, George, that for whatever reason, Kostya Tszyu is relaxed and ready, and Leonardo Mas is a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, he's sitting there wondering, he's following me, and next thing you know, he's getting off the canvas each time. Larry mentioned he's kind of nervous out there tonight.
Second knockdown of the first round. No pre-knockdown rule in effect. And now, Mas goes down a third time at the end of the round.
And I thought what happened there was that the punch went into Mas's eye.
Now the round is finished. Cortez is making Tszyu stay in a neutral corner while he takes a look at Mas. There's been no penalty so far.
He seems to be concerned maybe that punch would land at the same time as the bell ringing. You heard the referee say he was going to give Mas 5 minutes because he got hit on the break, and I thought the glove might have creased into Mas's eye.
Meanwhile, Mark Ratner, who's chairman of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, he asked Joe Cortez, the referee said, had the bell rung? Cortez said no, the bell had not rung at the point of this.
I think the referee is being a bit too generous this time. Now he's holding his right jaw as if it's broken or seriously hurt. He's indicating to the referee. At this point, it doesn't look like Mas can or wants to go on. You're right, he doesn't want to fight anymore.
Well, and if this punch broke his jaw, I mean, come on, that's just a little half left hook in there.
Yeah. He wants out of there, and I think that's the reason he was on the canvas in the first. And he's asking for the doctor to look at him.
So here comes the doctor to look at Leonardo Mas. And It looks pretty clear that Mas isn't too anxious to continue the fight.
You see him wincing every time the doctor touches him there on the jaw. Very discouraged young man. Perhaps his jaw and certainly his dream shattered here at the end of the first round. His jaw, he won't continue. Yeah? Okay. What would a night of the fights be without one of these?
All right, Mark. Okay. The doctor's stopping it, so
Okay.
let me touch out.
Now, Harold, I have to ask you, this may be called an accidental foul. What would the ruling be?
It looks as though if Mark Ratner calls it an accidental foul, you don't get a score back till after 6 rounds. So therefore, it becomes either a no contest or a technical decision. Same technical draw rather, no contest or technical draw. So therefore, Kostya Tszyu retains his title and that's it. There's no way Mas to win the title.
Yeah, I think Tszyu deserves a TKO 1 here. He overwhelmed the guy.
On the ground, man. He's on the ground. Stop the fight. The fight is over.
Crowd's going to be upset. They wanted to see more of Kostya Tszyu. We haven't used the bad pun yet, but what is Leonardo saying in there?
No Mas.
That's exactly what he's saying. And I think Mas was no Mas to begin with.
There, you saw a really good, quick, clean, hard left hand, George. Now we'll look at it at real speed. This is a short punch that carried a lot of punch in it, George. Right there. And you saw it did happen while the referee was trying to separate them.
At the same time, Kostya Tszyu was not holding. It was Mas holding them. The referee can't say break. Sometimes you need to get in there.
All right, Mark Ratner explaining things to Harold Letterman now. What did he go with, Harold?
This is going to be called a technical draw because Tszyu hit Mas as the referee was trying to break him. Break them.
Thank you, Larry. Let's go up to Michael Buffer
So
for...
Mas did get a break.
Yes.
Or two.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Referee Joe Cortez has called a halt to this bout. Due to an unintentional illegal blow, the fighter, the challenger, Leonardo Mas, was unable to continue. The physicians at ringside have determined he has a dislocated jaw. He is unable to continue. The blow that caused the damage was an unintentional illegal blow. Therefore, the bout under the rules of the Nevada State Athletic Commission is called a technical draw.
Well, let's go up to Nick Charles.